anyway. It came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the London Black Knights. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensitive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here
They'll look to throw here. Left side here to Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here we go now.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Out don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
They go play action here on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw here on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to to throw now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off the play fake. Hogan. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed.
final shot before break. Hogan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Dak Prescott with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Hogan. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Hogan. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he stopped immediately there. Corey Liggett makes the stop. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll run it here. Bulldozes past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Chargers. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he finds Tyler Croft. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense has come up with it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery. Hogan, rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Hogan now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Now Hogan. And that's complete. It's Allington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here we go now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Hogan got a man. He finds Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Hogan. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Operating from the gun, Hogan, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw here. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hogan. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Hogan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Hogan. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Hogan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back to throw. Hogan. And that's complete. It's Allington. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. Green.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Throwing on 1st down. Hogan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, Hogan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
up and I'm feeling like